I'm gonna let it loop for a little bit, D.
Yeah. What is going on? Lakers Talk Daily, of course, is back weekdays at 11 a.m. on our ESPN Los Angeles YouTube channel. And guess what? We haven't been able to say this in a long time. The Lakers got a dominating statement win against the Atlanta Hawks last night. And honestly, that was a game where we can say everyone was clicking, excuse me. Finally, the three-point ball is falling. Finally, they're getting back in transition. Finally, they're able to gather up multiple stops each possession on the defensive end of the floor. We actually see them limiting second chance opportunities. We see the rebounding looking good. We don't see them settling. The ball movement looked good. The player movement actually looked good. Now, can the Lakers sustain this? Can they move on against a team tomorrow night, the Charlotte Hornets? Can they move on against the Denver Nuggets and have the same type of energy and effort? And then they got another one against the Toronto Raptors. It's only going to get difficult for this Lakers team. We got to dive into all of that. You already know the deal, though. Lakers Talk Daily is presented by the beautiful Pachanga Resort Casino. By the way, if you guys have not been to Pachanga Resort Casino, I'm telling you right now, you have to go. It is absolutely one of the most nicest places I have ever been to. And you can always play a perfect combination at Pachanga Resort Casino, the official Native American resort and casino of the Los Angeles Lakers. Skip the traffic. Head on over to Pachanga Resort Casino just off the I-15 in Temecula. Visit pachanga.com or call 888-PACHANGA for reservations and for more information. So that's right. Lakers beat the Atlanta Hawks 141 to 116. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really do enjoy that Atlanta Hawks team. Yes, they moved on from Trae Young. Yes, they got a really young core. However, they play fast. They run on makes. They run on misses. And I was really, really skeptical going into this game because seeing how the Lakers played against the Sacramento Kings and rolled up against a team like the Atlanta Hawks, who the record is 20-22. They don't play as the record shows. They are a much more difficult team, and they always give the Lakers problems. Remember, they gave the Lakers one of their worst losses in Atlanta earlier this season. So this was a motivational win for the Lakers. This is a win that they needed to get back into the winning column. We were very, very worried about if Luka was even going to play last night because him and LeBron James showed up on the injury report listed as questionable. Even JJ Redick was surprised that LeBron James went ahead and played on a second night of a back-to-back. And it was very, very much needed to get this team back into the winning column. And look at the stats. I'm not going to go over every single individual stat, but a very, very efficient game for LeBron, Luka. Even DeAndre Ayton played well. The bench, there's the production there. They still got much needed scoring from Rui Hachimura, 7 points. in limited minutes, of course, 18 minutes. It was good to see him back into the rotation. You're going to need his size. You're going to need his high field goal percentage in this for this Lakers team going down the stretch. Gabe Vincent, he had an early spark for the Lakers in that first half, and it was good to see. He shot the ball really well. Only played 14 minutes, but again, are the Lakers going to get this bench production throughout the rest of this season? Are they going to get production, scoring out of Vincent? Connect, who I still believe is virtually unplayable only because he lets his offense dictate his defense. When his offense isn't going, he is unplayable. So the biggest storyline is you're going to get points from Luka. You're going to get scoring from LeBron. And when Austin Reeves gets back in the mix, that's going to add a whole different flavor to this team as far as another ball handler, another guy to come off a pick and roll, another guy that can get to the free throw line and create other scoring opportunities for others. But once again, can the Lakers be able to defend? Are they going to get more bench production? Because you look at these other teams. Hell, the Atlanta Hawks were able to get 25 off the bench from CJ McCollum. The fact that CJ McCollum didn't start for the Atlanta Hawks and Corey Kispert, the guy who's coming off the bench again at 19, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the Lakers, that's what separates them. I know, again, the Lakers did.
If
The
Lakers
Hawks
do not blow out the Sacramento Kings by more than 20, I'm telling you.
There you go. It was me talking about the Lakers not blowing the Sacramento Kings. I hope they blow out the damn Charlotte Hornets tomorrow. But anyways, that's besides the point. What I'm getting at is that hopefully the Lakers can see more sustainability go out through these rest of the course of the games. That was a big win as far as momentum, as far as mentally, all that different things you can take in consideration. The Lakers are going to need that. And again, they shot the ball well, but that's going to be the Lakers' other issue is when they don't shoot the ball well, it leads to a lot of other things, and that always carries over to the other end of the floor. And right now, we're in the midst of the trade deadline, a couple weeks away. Lakers are always centered around different types of names. I listen to the morning show. I'm sure you guys in the YouTube chat listen to the morning show as well. Brian Windhorst came on, and of course, the Lakers are very, very. They don't have a lot of leadway into making a big jump, a big move. The flexibility for their roster space, the financials, the salary cap, all that stuff takes in a toll when coming into the trade deadline, and hell, even into the offseason. But of course, they asked Wendy, "Hey, is there a certain type of move the Lakers could make right now? Is there an ideal player that you think could make a good fit right now to at least get this Lakers team over the hump and compete with the Oklahoma City Thunder and make a potential championship run?" He said, don't know. I know there's a lot of names linked. One name that really, really was eye-opening for me that he did mention was Cleveland Cavaliers forward DeAndre Hunter. Now, mind you, DeAndre Hunter was traded to the Cavaliers last year. He played for the Atlanta Hawks. DeAndre Hunter is young. DeAndre Hunter is ideal 3-and-D wing guy. He's having a down year. We understand that. His numbers have gotten down. He's not really having an efficient season. But that is also a storyline as far as the Cleveland Cavaliers season. They are underachieving right now, especially in the Eastern Conference, which is wide open. And I know they have guys out. Donovan Mitchell's been out the lineup. Garland's been out the lineup. Mobley's been out. Whatever cases, there's no need to be in the Cleveland Cavaliers time. The focus here is always trying to find a guy that can pair alongside Luka Doncic. And if you want to try to contend for a championship this year, of course, you got to take in consideration of LeBron, and you got to take in consideration of Austin Reeves. DeAndre Hunter would be an ideal fit for the Lakers. I feel like DeAndre Hunter also elaborated his scoring a lot more with with this Lakers team, and with the Hawks team. And I feel like with DeAndre Hunter, like him being able to take guys off the dribble, him being able to do a lot more things creativity-wise, offensively, can open up a lot of scoring options for this Lakers team if he were to be added. However, now you got to take in consideration. You got to take in the toll of can the scenarios work? Can the numbers work? All those different types of stuff. Wendy put up, he was talking about. And remember, this is not realistic. This is not going to happen. I'm not aggregating him. This is just him saying this in a hypothetical situation. So he said if the Lakers were to even try to trade for DeAndre Hunter, you got to take in consideration that Lakers only have about 50 million, estimation wise, to have this spend. If you take on DeAndre Hunter, now you lead into the offseason, you're taking a bet that he will be a perfect fit alongside Luka Doncic, for the long run, the long haul. So that's what you take in consideration. If you're going to get DeAndre Hunter, you're committing to him for years to come alongside Luka Doncic. But then you go into the offseason, and guess what? You are not going to have that much flexibility to enhance this roster. Meaning you have very, very wiggle room to keep on adding more depth to your bench, more depth into what you need, and that is defensively. Young, athletic, quick guys that can get out and run. So that's why now you have to take in, okay, let's take a fall back. Now I know that if you do try to acquire a guy like that, now you're not going to have any single room to really get another player with high value that you can keep on adding and put guys around Luka Doncic who can defend. Because ultimately, that's what you are going to need. You are going to need guys who can defend, who can rebound, and who can get out and run. Because Luka Doncic, that's who he is. He's not going to be able to guard guys every single game. That's just not who he is. He has gotten better. He has given better effort. We've seen it lead up into the season. Him playing in the overseas, him doing it in the FIBA Cup, all those different types of things. And we've seen there was a lot more different energy and intensity with him on the defensive end of the floor. Has that carried over a little bit in spurts? Luka Doncic does defend, but it's not consistent, and that's where we're getting at. Is that yes, DeAndre Hunter would be a great fit, but then you're gonna put yourselves in the hole to make another move, and I just don't see it. I really just genuinely don't see any move right now that can really get them over the hump, really get them to compete with Oklahoma City, Denver. Those are the two where I look at. I'm like, damn, because I watched the Denver Nuggets play, and remember, they're without Jokic right now. And the fact that they are able to just keep on plugging in guys, and those guys, there's no drop-off whatsoever with the Denver Nuggets team. There's no drop-off with the Oklahoma City. Remember, Oklahoma City went into the season without one of their all-stars in Jalen Williams. And did you see any drop-off with that team? No drop-off. I know they had their star player, Shai Gilgeous. I know they have other guys on that team. But that's what I'm saying. That's what separates great teams from teams who are just good, is that there's no drop-off at all when guys come in and play. It's next man up, and that has been the mentality for those teams. And unfortunately, that can't be the mentality for the Lakers, because I keep on looking back at that Sacramento Kings game, and that's when I seen the Lakers at their lowest. And they look down at the end of the rotation. You see LeBron James and Luka Doncic looking down like, damn. They have to get high scoring each night from Luka Doncic compared to the Spurs can win games. Wemby's only getting 20. But he's making a lot of he's making a big impact on the defensive end of the floor. Shai Gilgeous will get 30, but you look at that bench, double digits, 10. All the double digits with Caruso, double digits with Aaron Wiggins. You look at the Nuggets, you get double digit scoring from Tim Hardaway Jr. Like, I get it. That's why you look at this Lakers roster, you knew what it was going to be. We all knew it was going to be. And that's where we're at right now, and that's the point. I'm still going to stand on the position. Do not do anything. Ride this season out. Just ride the season out. See what you can get in the offseason. See how you can keep on building around Luka Doncic. See how you can keep on and try to imitate what the Mavericks are able to do. That's what Rob Pelinka, that's what the Lakers front office, that's what they need to do. I said it yesterday on the DeMarco and Travis afternoon show. Every single season thus far, the Lakers are always aggressive during the trade deadline. Remember last year, they acquired Dorian Finney-Smith. Great fit. I thought I was a big advocate for that move. I said, I love what Dorian Finney-Smith can do. A 3-and-D guy. They utilized a lot out of Dorian Finney-Smith, especially coming into the playoffs where we had to switch on to a big man, all the different type of stuff. What happened going into the offseason? Lakers were able to match what other teams were willing to offer Dorian Finney-Smith. He walks. So there you go. You trade assets just for Dorian Finney-Smith, just for him to walk in the offseason. Year before that, what did the Lakers do? We're going to get D'Angelo Russell back. We're going to get other guys back. It worked. Good regular season. Go into the playoffs, first round exit. Year before that, Western Conference Finals. They make it. Did they get over that? Did they get the championship? No, they did not. Like I'm saying, the Lakers have been aggressive every single season these past couple of years, and it resulted in losing either in the first round, early exit. They make it deep, and then they don't get over that hump because they run into a Denver Nuggets team or a team of that caliber. So that's what I'm saying. Relax. Be patient. You guys can be in a disagreement with me. If you guys feel like Lakers should go after and get DeAndre Hunter, okay, but look what that's going to bleed into in the offseason. That's what we're all just trying to think. We'll take a little break. Rich Paul, your boy out there getting pressed on the sidelines during the halftime game last night. The still Triple J, Jaren Jackson Jr. talk. We'll talk all about that. And plus I got my guys, Parker Bell, Graham Metzger. They might got something too towards the second half of this episode. But before we do any of that, I got to let my partners at Pachanga give you guys a quick word.
At Pachanga Resort Casino, you can rock and roll, sip and slide, twist and shout. Play your perfect combination at Pachanga Resort Casino, official Indian gaming sponsor of the Lakers.
Lakers won last night, 141-116 against the Atlanta Hawks. They're back in the winning column after a 3-game losing streak. It was good to see different energy, different effort, a different response after going into Sacramento and absolutely playing one of their worst games of the season. There was more to that Atlanta Hawks game last night. We all know what Rich Paul has been doing on the side. I know you guys are tired of Rich Paul talk, but you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. There are certain scenarios that he presented, especially the Jaren Jackson Jr. one, who I know he's having a down year. I talked about it on yesterday's episode. He's having a down year. But I'm telling you right now, ideally, a big man, Lakers could always use. Jaren Jackson Jr. also spaces out the floor. He also does a lot of other things spectacularly. He is a really good rim protector, a really good shot blocker. Can he be a better rebounder? Yes. But you look at what Rich Paul is trying to do. Jaren Jackson Jr. is 26 years old. Luka Doncic is 26 years old. Is a trade going to work? No. The numbers got to align. Expiring contract, all these different things have to align. We can get into the wounds of that, but likelihood of that really happening is really, really not going to happen. And also, the Grizzlies put out a statement. I saw this weeks ago when Ja Morant has now been on the trade block. The Grizzlies are even going to listen to offers for Ja Morant. In that article I read, they specifically said that the Grizzlies are going to keep on getting younger. They believe in their young guys. G.G. Jackson, they got Cedric Howard. They got a whole bunch of young core, and they want to keep on building around Jaren Jackson Jr. So, me personally, let's get that out, and let's not even entertain that. What I really want to talk about is now you see what Rich Paul did. Now you see the names. You see Austin Reeves' agents now having to go to a game and have to address Rich Paul. Can this be a distraction to the Lakers team? Who knows? LeBron James already came out and said that, and this is per David Miniman in his article, which you guys can find on ESPN.com, that LeBron James knows and sees what Rich Paul has been saying. LeBron James also stated that Rich Paul has a mind of his own. He and Austin Reeves have a good relationship. He doesn't have any say in what Rich Paul does. I know you guys probably don't believe that. LeBron James is a clutch guy. We all understand that. Where I'm getting at is that we're now at the point where it caused so much of a distraction that Rich Paul, has been putting out all these different types of trade machine ideas because LeBron, who came out and said, well, Rich Paul spoke out and said, LeBron James wants to be on a championship level contending team. And you knew this Lakers team had no room to really make a big jump to get guys. They had little spending room. So LeBron knew what he was signing up for. I know we're in a Luka Doncic era. You're trying to put as many things as you can to be competitive this season because he wants to compete for a championships. Remember, Rob Pelinka was in a very, very difficult position. I know you guys can't stand Rob Pelinka, but this is why Rich Paul is doing all this. I think you guys are starting to understand why he's saying all this stuff. He is trying to put the pressure on the Lakers front office and try to have them do these outrageous things to try to acquire talent like that because he wants this team to contend for a championship. Because we can be in the same agreement that most likely, who knows, that LeBron James could be done with the Lakers. Who knows? We don't know what he's going to end up doing. So that's why you possibly see Rich Paul going out there and saying all these different types of things. Lakers need to go get this guy. I would trade Austin Reeves because he deserves to get paid. And Jaren Jackson Jr., what the Lakers need in the hole, that he can defend and he can provide a lot of scoring. And he can be in a good two-man game with Luka Doncic. And Austin Reeves can get the max that he deserves. And the Memphis Grizzlies, he will be their all-star guy. Most likely will be their point guard. He can get the money that he respectfully deserves. Okay. Just because you get a guy like Jaren Jackson, Rich Paul doesn't guarantee you a championship. I know you can see the foreseeable future with Luka Doncic pairing him up. Ideally, that would be really, really nice. Jaren Jackson Jr. makes a lot of money, by the way. So then now you got Austin Reeves' agent going up to him at halftime and saying, hey, man, and my cat voice, hey, man, hey, stop. Why are you doing all this? Keep my client, Austin Reeves, out of your trade machines. There's no need to be doing all that. You're causing distraction, is what the sources have been around. Is that he's doing all this stuff and it's causing distraction amongst the team and in the locker room. Do you want to believe that? Do I believe that? Possibly. Possibly. Because these players, they see it. Hell, Anthony Davis, you know what he did? When Strauss was pointing out that Anthony Davis is most likely going to be out a couple months with this, after getting season surgery, he tweeted out, legit replied to those stuff and said, yeah, these are lies. So these players see it. That's what I'm trying to get at. As much as they say that they don't look at it, or they don't be on social media. Nah, they see it. And the fact that Austin Reeves' agent went to him at halftime and legit said, hey, look, there's no need to be doing all that. They had over a 5-minute discussion. The two spoke for more than 5 minutes and the topic of conversation was Paul's public trade scenario regarding Reeves. They respectfully said, hey, stop putting Austin Reeves in these different trade scenarios. We're going to do what's best. We know Austin Reeves wants to continue to be a Laker. And that's going to be another story is, do the Lakers want to make Austin Reeves a really high, pay him all that money? Who knows? That's something for a different day. That's something for a different topic. I just wanted to throw that out there is that because right now we're in a trade deadline. Lakers are linked to a lot of different names. And it's likely that they probably won't do anything. And I hope they don't do anything. And you guys are going to hear me say this all throughout these next couple weeks until the trade deadline hits. I don't believe the Lakers should do anything. I don't believe that they are legit championship contenders. Can they give teams a run for their money in a 7-game series? Oh, absolutely. When you got Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves. We said that going into last year when they faced the Minnesota Timberwolves, and it led them to being a first-round exit because they didn't have the right personnel. That's all I've been trying to get at. Take a little break here. Got to introduce my guys. Parker Bell, Graham Metzger. What we got going on today, boys? I know you guys been over there actively scrolling. I know you guys been seeing a lot of different things. This Jaren Jackson Jr. stuff, Rich Paul. We already know how that's been going. What's your guys' idea? Give me some thoughts.
We wanted to bounce off of you just a little bit when it comes to this just the trade rumors and everything that surrounds it. in terms of the Rich Paul scenario, there were a lot of conversation here in the studio as well as in the chat. A lot of people really believe that, Rich is going a little too far, despite all the things that they're saying that LeBron is saying that they are two separate people. I think a lot of people lean more towards the camp of non-clutch fans, So it's interesting to see where this will go. But what we did want to do was kind of lighten the mood here. I know that a lot of people are going to be speculating, but the truth is, and we've been talking about this the last few days, massive trade just probably is not going to happen. It's not very likely. Marginal trades, perhaps. The DeAndre Hunter situation, we do really like if the Cavs, a team like the Cavs, decide that, hey, we want to just lose some money, shed some money, we'll take expiring contracts. But regardless, we wanted to play a little game called Former Lakers. Who do they now play for? So we're going to start this off, DeAndre, with the legendary Colin Castleton. I want to say a Florida
guy. He's definitely a Florida guy. Colin Castleton is a Florida guy.
So question to the chat as well, but where has Castleton landed up? Last year, hint, he is on a two-way.
Colin Castleton. Damn.
I'll tell you what, this game was actually really hard because the Lakers have been so down in the dumps for so long. If I'm being honest, 90% of their rosters are either overseas or out of the league.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, look at Jalen Hood-Schifino. They traded him to the Sixers, and now he's playing overseas, I think. So
some names that used to be pretty prominent in Lakers discussions: THT, Kendrick Nunn, a lot of men overseas. But Castleton is in the league still on a two-way contract with.
Okay, I believe last time, I think, is Castleton with the Grizzlies?
Good guess. Similar color scheme. Castleton is a Orlando Magic.
Oh, wow. Is he actually playing with the Magic? Is he getting some burn, or is he strictly
currently on a two-way? And I haven't seen much burn since, kind of late end of the year. So not much, but hey, Orlando Magic.
Oh my! I can't believe that's where we're at. I mean, you bring a good thing in regards to this topic is that when Lakers do keep their draft picks, right? They got Jalen Hood-Schifino, they got Dalton Connect, and they low-key been missing on some.
So here's that discussion when it comes to the new ownership and a lot of the Buss brothers conversations. They did have a stretch there. We all are fans of the baby Lakers. They had a stretch where you could go all the way down from Larry Nance to Lonzo, anywhere in between. A lot of hits, still solid role players. Thomas Bryant, Mo Wagner. But these last couple years, if we're going to be honest with ourselves as Laker fans, where are the steals? Where are the Zubac's? That's a question that we need to start asking ourselves as just the Laker organization. But maybe better is to come as the entire organization kind of is going to have a revamp.
Hey, look, man, you're going to have a sensitive subject right there with Zubac, man. To this day, people be like, they should have never got rid of Zubac. We got Mike Muscala. Remember that?
Well, I mean, Greg asked us the question, which was worse, the not getting rid of AC because they wanted THT or the Russell Westbrook trade. I mean, there's so many moments where you're like, in hindsight, Lakers could have kept some of these better young cores. But I have one more for you. We'll end here this game. Another white boy baller, ironically enough. Speed.
Hold on. I think I know this one.
We love Speed over here in ESPN LA. Who he play for? Wait, that might be trademarked. I shouldn't say that.
Hold on. See. I believe he's with. Is he with the Toronto Raptors?
He did have a stint with the Raptors.
Okay, hold on.
So you should get this. They've played multiple times this year.
Yes, they have. Hold on, Svi. Oh my God, why am I blinking on this? Svi. No, he's with the Utah Jazz.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah,
ding,
that's right. Come on, baby. There you go. That's for you guys in the chat, baby. I am a ball nerd. We are all ball nerds. I didn't get the Colin Castleton one, but I ain't gonna lie to you. That is a great pull.
That was a tough pull. So we'll have some more. We'll have some more for you guys. And always, if you just want to start naming random Lakers, throw them in there. Because here at Lakers Talk Daily, we have fun. We have
to have fun, man. We know we can talk about the trade. We can break down in real depth of the Atlanta Hawks game, but we don't need to do that. We can have a little bit of fun. We can cleanse the palate, like they like to say, what Chris likes to say. But as always, Appreciate you guys tuning in. Lakers got a game tomorrow against the Charlotte Hornets. A Charlotte Hornets team. Are they a little dysfunctional? Yes. But I said that about the Sacramento Kings. Can the Lakers get the same level of production that they had against the Atlanta Hawks? Can Marcus Smart and Jake LaRavia, can they stay consistent in their starting rotation? Are we going to see a little bit more of Rui Hachimura? Can we get more out of Gabe Vincent? What is Jared Vanderbilt going to provide other than can he provide a little bit more offensively? He did a great job of moving without the basketball. I love the intensity that he has, that he brings defensive-wise. But can the Lakers stack up more wins and keep themselves in the top of the Western Conference? As always, appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll be talking to you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. right here on the ESPN Los Angeles YouTube channel. We out.